we perceive we figured out what you were doing, and maybe that's the point. Because one thing we didn't mention, you froze frame to give me the movie. Froze frame on it was the name of a person who produced the movie or wrote the movie or something, and the last name was Schmidt. Then when I keep saying I thought we were supposed to talk about the president's speech. Hold on a second. Right. Barack Obama alluded to saying that speech when he said, "Look, he can't be at the trade. He did the new trade agreement like this. Another one of these like sort of Asia Pacific agreements. It's another free trade agreement. He said he can't be there because our government shut down. And he has to talk about defaulting on the debt and this and that and what's happening." But what's interesting is right. We keep trying to put it together and saying, well, we perceive the debt itself as being created. We think like partly because of some of these trade agreements. Okay, right. He said, he said, we're willing to work with, speak to any world leader about anything that I'm willing to. But he also mentioned something. He didn't put it this way. Like the president has often said things like, "Well, we underwrite global security." Right? What you see if he's referring to like what Schmidt refers to, or what that the people in America who like read Schmidt like sort of apply it differently. Right? You see, we can protect our own economy. We can have it like a new Bretton Woods or all this. Like we can do these things that would make it so we don't have a mass incarcerated population, a giant homeless population, people who can't live, and then this like tiny ruling class. We can correct that. Right, because why is that? Is when Barack Obama sits down with like other leaders, why can he say, "Well, look, my people, we want what we want is a trade agreement, but we want the transnationals who they don't have our country's interest at heart, and we want to address this. Like, there's no the Bretton Woods system is dismantled, so on and so forth. The role we play in the world, the way people who follow that, maybe why you stopped on Schmidt, like they perceive like it's true though. We're the essential state. The essential state, because in other words, the only country that could project its military power, like as Obama put it, we underwrite global security. And by the way, that has to do with trade. That is, it's kind of like when they mentioned piracy a number of times, right? The British, like when we wage a war on terror, like they wage a war on piracy at one time, mainly because it's a threat to trade. We do underwrite global security. I mean, we like provide the security so like global trade can take place. It's true. For that reason, when our president goes overseas to meet about one of these trade agreements, to the extent that it harms our country and only benefits transnationals, the president of our country can raise that point and make demands that our economy be protected and we stop being, that we allowed to protect our own economy and so forth because of the role we play. That may be what you were getting at with that Schmidt thing. We don't know. We're like in deep trouble here, but oh God, it's already 11. Looks like your friend is not going to be all right. But that's maybe what you meant.